upon those who are upon disbelief, but we will not do interfaith upon those who we read the same Quran.
Yeah.
The same prophet. We have the same aqidah in terms of the principles, the standing principles. We will not sit with them because of whatever theological, methodological differences that we have.
No, I'm not worried at all. I rely on God, Allah.
Muslims need to get to a position where they need to remain firm upon the deen. And you're absolutely right. There will be times where we may, as a community, have to take certain positions which are not popular, which are not trendy, and not necessarily that either. Maybe the solutions that we're calling for will not be trendy. So we'll stand on a particular matter, hey, not a problem. But then what we're calling for, or how we're calling for it, may be the problem. And that is where we have to be on the right side of history, and inshallah it'll be a benefit for us in this life and the next, to be consistent upon the deen. And it's difficult.
Because how many times have you seen this, man, this double talk, this double speak, this duality? Like, you'll have many Muslim organizations, for example, say that we have to be kind and patient with non-Muslims, and we have to be forgiving, and we have to, endure. And then that attitude goes out the window when you're dealing with your fellow Muslims. That kindness and compassion and softness, out the window. The same uncle that's going to be like, oh, welcome to the masjid, and very nice, and hugging, and have a samosa. That same one will tell a kid, get lost, get out of here. You know what I mean? What are you doing causing trouble in the masjid? So we do that on so many different issues, man. There's so many different issues that it's like so inconsistent. And then we ask ourselves, man, why are we in the same position day in and day out?
Bro, I think I've even said this when I came and addressed various MSAs in West Canada, is that, subhanAllah, we've got to a stage where we are willing to do interfaith, with Jews and Christians, the Jews who reject Isa alayhi salam, the Christians who attribute Isa alayhi salam, na'udhu billah, as a begotten son and God and so forth. We'd even do interfaith with mushrikeen and atheists. And we'll sit down with them and have samosas and tea and coffee. And no one's saying there's anything wrong with that, depending on what you're working towards. But when it comes to sitting down with your fellow brothers from different groups, nah. When it comes to hosting mashayikh and ulama and du'at from other groups and persuasions, no. This is major issues, that we're willing to do interfaith upon those who are upon disbelief, but we will not do intrafaith upon those who we read the same Quran.
Yeah.
The same prophet. We have the same aqidah in terms of the principles, the standing principles. We will not sit with them because of whatever theological, methodological differences that we have. And this is a major problem. And again, this is a different kind of asabiyah, right? It's not the conventional tribalism, racism, and nationalism, but it's sectarianism can even delve into the realms of asabiyah. Not on a conventional point of view, but the unwillingness, bro, to sit and work with your fellow Muslims, reluctant to do that, but an open door policy with everyone else, And the maddest thing is as well, is that those who want to harm the deen of Islam and those who want to subjugate and oppress Muslims, irrelevant of their ethnicity and race, know the strength of our unity. They know this. How did the British in World War I ultimately defeat the Ottomans? The Ottomans were regarded as the sick man of Europe, but they couldn't defeat them though. This sick man of Europe that had outdated weapons, that had an outdated navy, fundamentally, how did they at the end beat the Ottomans? By creating the Arab revolt. What did they call the Arab revolt? They told the Arabs, your prophet was an Arab. They're claiming to be the flag bearers of Islam. You're going to take these orders from Turks who are not from ethnic origin, descendants of the Prophet.
Yeah. They're like, la.
Yeah. What happened in the Treaty of Versailles, and the Treaty of Lausanne, and the Treaty of... What happened? Yeah. The Sharif of Mecca was promised the caliphate. He didn't get a caliphate. He got a desert in Jordan.
Yeah. You got a sand castle.
You got a sand castle. On.
You want a castle? Build one in sand.
Just think about that, brothers and sisters. When our enemies when those who want to distinguish the light of Islam and the light of Allah, they know the strength of our unity. They know the strength of our unity. But for some reason, we don't seem to understand it. We don't seem to understand it. We don't seem to want it on a real practical level. And I think that's even what many of our black Muslim brothers and sisters have a grievance towards. That you guys talk about one ummah, but show us one ummah. And if that's the case, then we need to do it. And I'll say the same for Pakistanis and Bengalis. I'll say the same towards Kurds and Turks. I'll say the same thing to Khalijis and Maghrebis. I'll say the same to the blacks and the whites, that we need to fix up. We really need to fix up. That our enemies know the strength of our unity. They know it. And there's so many examples in our history, wallahi. It's
like, you know, what you said right now, what you pointed out right now is happening, or back then is happening now. It's like, are you going to let an Arab or a Desi speak about, you know, civil rights to black people? You know what I mean? Like, they're doing the same thing now, man, to keep us apart. You know, like, are you going to let non-Palestinian people speak about the Palestinian issue? Are you going to, it's like you want to keep everyone divided. You know what I mean? Like,
let me tell you something.
You understand what I'm saying? Like, this is not something that is new. It's this strategy is being rehashed over and over again.
Do I feel that the New York police are providing enough protection, or do I have to have protection of my own? I look for protection from Allah.